hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch, were so gallantly streaming. And look at the bombs bursting, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave for the land of free and the home of the brave.
Nice job. You killed it.
Fist bump, fist bump.
Good job.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, man.
Dude, I was so confused. I didn't know that we were going to have her sing "O Canada" and the national anthem. I kind of just assumed. I guess I shouldn't have. Anyway, folks, here on Newark Pilots YouTube, I'm Jacob Rodriguez here on the play-by-play in the public address at Colburn Park as the Newark Pilots host the neighbors from up north, the Niagara Ironbacks, for PGCBL division play. As we see on the season, the Pilots sit at 5-24. They are currently on a 4-game losing streak. The Niagara Ironbacks, on the other hand, 17-16-1 on a 2-game winner. Larry Rodriguez will be the starter today for the Pilots. I believe that is his first start of the season for Newark. Kyle Babkowski, the catcher, will go third to first, left to right on your screen in the infield. Right, Forney, D'Ottavio, DeRosa, and left to right, Davenport, Sosa, and Gomez. The EH today, Jaden Pena, and the DH, Aiden Bolin. 1, 2, 3 coming up for the Ironbacks. Carter Shin is playing second base, Josh Bushin playing third base, and Jordan Gallo, the right fielder. So here's Carter Shin batting .236 on the season in 17 games. 13 for 55, 10 runs scored, and he takes the first pitch right down Broadway for strike one. We are underway here in Colburn Park. Rodriguez drops in a breaking ball. Quickly 0-2 on Shin. Didn't even get to tell you folks at home his stats. 273 slugging, 333 on base percentage. Only 8 strikeouts on the season. Grounded to shortstop. Forney fields, fires, and Shin retired for the first out. So a good first impression here for Larry Rodriguez in a Pilots uniform. Retired the first batter he saw on 3 pitches. Bushin batting .229 in 19 games, 11 for 48, 13 RBIs. Grounded right back to Rodriguez, makes it look easy, 2 away. First pitch strike again from Rodriguez. Second batter out of 3. Getting him started, working him backwards in counts, starting him with the soft stuff so that he can get to the fastball. This one hit hard and deep to right field. It sends Gomez back to the wall, but he makes the play a couple steps in front of the warning track to end the inning. Rodriguez works an efficient 1-2-3 top of the first. Pilots bats coming up. Starter today for the Ironbacks from Canada. Owen Newman, a 6.55 season ERA. 1-2-3 coming up for the Pilots. It'll be Jeremy Sosa playing center field, batting first. Matthew D'Ottavio playing second base. And then Colden Forney playing shortstop. Owen Newman, as I mentioned, a 6.55 ERA. He is 0-1 in 7 appearances. This is only his second start of the season. He's got 11 innings pitched. He has allowed 8 earned runs. Struck out 9. Walked as many. So here is Sosa. Newman's first pitch, swung on and slicing foul into the visiting bullpen. Really, that's the home bullpen, but for whatever reason, the Pilots elected to switch dugouts today. Sosa again, right back to that same spot. Maybe a little closer to fair territory that time. But 2 fastballs right away from Newman. See what he goes to on 0-2. Went with a cutter. Just missed off the edge. Sosa batting .231 in 10 games played. .412 on base. 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. As he takes inside, evens the count at 2-2. Sosa, no extra base hits yet this season. Just 1 RBI. Hitting leadoff for the Pilots. The 2-2 pitch. Good eye. Runs the count from 0-2, now full at 3-2. The payoff. And he walked him. Great at-bat to come back and work the leadoff walk for Sosa. Here's D'Ottavio. So Sosa off of first. D'Ottavio steps into the dish. Righty on righty. Newman versus D'Ottavio. Check swing. It's called a strike on the pitch. D'Ottavio batting .263 in 19 games. .420 on base percentage, 11 strikeouts to 10 walks. Grounded to first. Goes to second. The fire back to first. Not in time. D'Ottavio beats it out. But the Ironbacks get 1 as Sosa heads back to the dugout. He was the lead runner. That brings up Colburn Park. Forney, a .205 average, and he lines this one up the middle and through for a base hit. Station to station, men on first and second after Forney's 1-out single. Now here's DeRosa. He was named to the PGCBL mid-season All-Star team. Far and away the best bat on the Pilots roster, up for grabs between him and Miles Castillo. But DeRosa, the highest batting average on the team. The highest slugging percentage in qualified at-bats. 1 hopper. This could be 2, 6, 4, 3 double play. So the average takes a dip. And Pilots strand a couple. 0-0 after 1 here at Colburn Park. here is Kieran Cutler leading things off in the top of the second after the Ironbacks were retired in order 1, 2, 3 in the top of the first. Rodriguez back out there for his second inning of work. Just his ninth pitch there as he goes 1-0 to Cutler. And he drops in a curveball on 2-0 for a strike. Cutler batting over 300, 313 in 25 games. He's got 67 at-bats on the season. 17 RBIs, tied for second on his team. 2 homers. And he's in a fastball count here against Rodriguez. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and grounded to third softly. Fires across the diamond. Dug out at first over there by DeRosa. And I believe he's safe. Just by a half a step. It was hard to tell over there at first, but I think he got him, or he was safe by about half a step. Grounded to second. There's 1, 4, 6, 3. Beat him that time. Nice play there up the middle for the Pilots. 2 away. So the leadoff man aboard in the inning here for the Ironbacks. And Rodriguez, his unerring command early in the game was seemingly flawed, but gets a ground ball and he's right back to rolling. Fenwick grounds it to third. Right. Dug out at first there by DeRosa to save an error and end the inning. Ironbacks go down 1, 2, 3. They get a man aboard, but ground into a double play. Pilots coming to bat. Aiden Bolin leading things off, batting fifth, DHing today against the Ironbacks. 276 hitter in 21 games, 19 starts, 16 for 58, He's got 13 RBIs. That is the team lead. Late on the heater, falls behind 1-2. Out in front that time on the sinker. Wrapped it foul. Still 1-2. This game rescheduled from July 14th. Beautiful day here in Newark, New York. Beautiful day for baseball. Newman's 1-2 pitch. Swung on and skied to center field. Hubble ranges a few steps back. One away. Here's Chris Babkowski getting his first ups of the day, batting in 6th in the lineup, playing catcher. Babkowski checks his swing. No, he did not, says the first base umpire. So in a hitter's count, 2-0, Newman to Babkowski. Newman works the edge and gets the call. Buzzed Babkowski up and in, and count 3-1. Catcher showing high with the glove initially, but Newman missed low, so 5-pitch walk for Babkowski. That brings up Pena. Pena, the extra hitter today. So you won't see him in the field. 237 hitter, 434 on base, 20 strikeouts, 211 walks as he takes the first pitch strike from Newman. Man on first, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. 0-0 game. Rodriguez on the other side of the ball has faced the minimum through the first 2 innings. Pena takes a healthy hack, swings right through it, 1-2. One-two pitch to Pena. Tried to get him to expand. Nothing going. 2-2. Newman yanked the fastball, and the count is full on Pena. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Pena down swinging. 2 away in the inning. Connor Wright steps into the righty batter's box to get his first look at Newman and pops it up to the right side. Carter Shin ranges to his left and ends the inning. Pilots strand 1, 0-0 through 2. Glassford steps in, swings on the first pitch into the seats. Fastball, a little too much ride. Ball and a strike on Glassford. Let's take a look at Glassford's season stats coming into today as he's plunked on the back foot there. Breaking ball got away from Rodriguez. Glassford batting under 200, so not anybody you wanted to hit with a pitch. Obviously accidental on Rodriguez's part. Now he'll have to work around. That brings up Chase Hubble with a man on first and nobody out. Squares around a bunt. Charging was right from third. Hubble batting .222 in 16 games, just his 8th start of the season. 4 for 18. Can't really say he's had a fair shot, and suddenly Rodriguez has hit 2 batters in a row, and the umpire also hit off the ricochet. 2 men on, nobody out. Start off the 3rd inning. Umpire hurt pretty badly behind home plate. I'm not quite sure what part of the body it hit, But the fastball that time is the pitch that got away from Rodriguez. Corners in for the Pilots. Sersta steps in. Rodriguez worked himself into quite the jam here, but he's got the bottom of the lineup that he can mow through if he's careful. Drops in a curveball. Evens the count at 1-1. Sersta 267 average. 300 slug, 343 on base. Good for the 643 OPS. Lay down the heater. Now he's behind 1-2. Let's see if Rodriguez tries to get Sersta to expand. And he doesn't. Elects to go with the fastball. Sersta didn't bite. Runners on first and second. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. Just got a piece of it, did Sersta. That was a great pitch there from Rodriguez. And that was very far above the zone, so now you know that he's willing to expand up. He might be susceptible to a breaking ball at the knees. That's what he went to. It's grounded. Fair inside first and into right field. One run will score. Runner moves up to third. Man on the corners now as the Ironbacks take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the third. Sersta just golfed that one fair inside first into right field. And Rodriguez would have wanted that pitch to get a little bit lower. You kind of want to bounce that type of pitch right there. But he just left it up enough for Sersta to hook it fair inside first. And he's got Sersta leaning over there. Checks on him. So the two hit batters to start off the inning come around to bite him. Oh, man on third and nobody out. I'm not sure where that pitch missed. I think Babkowski didn't do him any justice by not framing it. Grounded to third and over the leaping try of right, trickles into left field. One run will score. It's an RBI single for the 10-hole hitter Will Mahares. And the Ironbacks in business with the top of the order coming up. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. And having played the hot corner here myself during my high school days, I do remember that you can get those high choppers as this one lined up the middle and through for a base hit. Forney gave it a reach but couldn't quite stab it. Sersta will stand on third, station to station. Bases loaded for the Ironbacks. Still nobody out. Bushin jumps on the first pitch, slices it into the gap in the outfield, and it goes by Davenport, allowing another run to score. 2-run double for Josh Bushin. 4-0 Ironbacks. Things unraveling for Rodriguez in the top of the third. And here comes head coach John Brown. Nothing going out there in the Pilots bullpen, but just going to give his starter a little breather here. Points to the scoreboard, first thing he does. Pilots dealt with a lot of cancellations in recent days. It's their first game in just about a week. Again, this game rescheduled from July 14th. Very weird body language there from the whole team, and head coach John Brown left the huddle before all the players did, so usually see everybody depart at the same time. Rodriguez working quickly, infield in. And Gallo takes low. Gallo 0 for 1. Nice pitch there from Rodriguez. Shakes off 3 times, gets his sign. 1-1 pitch, grounded. Over the head of DeRosa at first. He was drawn in. The infield was drawn in. Throw comes into second. 2 more runs score. And it is 6-0 Ironbacks. Runner takes off for second. Babkowski's throw on the money. Not handled by Forney. Excuse me, that's D'Ottavio at second. Forney backing up. Kieran Cutler, the cleanup hitter, now with a man in scoring position. And a 1-0 count. Rodriguez has ceded 6 runs all here in the third. And after facing the minimum through the first 2, he has allowed 5 hits. The ball fouled back up here. Two balls and a strike on the Ironbacks catcher. And this is going to be a Rodriguez game. Nobody's up in the Pilots bullpen. Fastball painted on the outside corner. Runs the count full. Payoff pitch. Bounced it. Cutler works the walk. 2 men on. Still nobody out. Here is Anderson Haas Fenwick. Fly ball, right field. Gomez puts it away. Runners tagging from second, going to third. Now men on the corners finally get the first out, do the Pilots on an F9. And that brings up Cooper Martin. Martin 0 for 1. Takes a strike. Martin looking to poke one to the outfield. Score the runner from third with a sac fly. Ironbacks just sitting a game above 500 on the season, 17-16. I don't know where that pitch missed. That's a really nice pitch from Rodriguez. One pitch swung on and popped up right side. In foul territory is DeRosa. Three fielders converging, but it's going to make the seats. This has been Rodriguez's problem, getting ahead of hitters 1 and 2 and just not having a put away pitch. That was a really good pitch right there, and an even better take from Cooper Martin. And they'll say Rodriguez balked. So the runner from third will come home to score. That's Gallo coming home, making it 7-0. The 1-2 pitch. Gets a ground ball. Fielded by Forney at short. Runner takes off for third. DeRosa's throw across the diamond. Bounces, takes a funky hop, and trickles to the wall. Another run comes home to score, this time on the E3. Had the right idea, but the runner just had a really good jump. I don't think even a good throw would have gotten him. So 8-0 Niagara, all 8 coming here in the third. Rodriguez got to be exhausted out there. Certainly not getting any help from the home plate umpire. You can see why this team is in playoff contention. The Ironbacks, that is, they're grinders. They put up good at-bats. The 3-0 pitch. There's a strike. Big cut and a miss, and the count is full. From 3-0 to 3-2. Rodriguez looking to end this nightmare of an inning right here. Here's his payoff. Inside out the other way. It could find some grass, and it does. What a break for the Ironbacks. Everything coming up Niagara. Fly ball right side. This could be trouble, and a sliding grab by D'Ottavio covered a lot of ground to save a run and extra bases. But the Ironbacks flip this contest upside down and score 8 in the top of the third. It's 8-0. Ironbacks. Pilots bats coming up. Here's Pilots left fielder Aiden Davenport getting his first look at Newman, who had a long hiatus from the bump. But he's not complaining. He now has an 8-run lead to hold on to. And he can really settle in, attack hitters like that as he works ahead 0-2. The long wait on the bench did not affect Owen Newman. His 0-2 pitch. Davenport grounds it softly to short. Fields fires on the run. Martin made a nice play for the first out. Davenport retired on 3 pitches. Gomez takes high and tight, 1-0. Gomez hits one high and deep, left center field. Back at the track, it'll one-hop up off the wall. Gomez into second with a stand-up double. Boy, did he put a charge into that one near the deepest part of the ballpark. Mijares in left just had no chance. First extra base hit of the day, just the second hit in the column for the Pilots. And they're back to the top of the lineup. Sosa takes a rip at a cutter, just late on it. 0-1. One pitch, clips the outside corner. Sosa does not like the call. Him and the home plate umpire having a chat. Newman's 1-2 pitch. Missed outside, 2-2. Newman looking to put Sosa away and nearly plunks him. Runs the count full. Payoff pitch. Missed outside. Nice at-bat there from Sosa to pass the baton. And brings up D'Ottavio with 2 men on and 1 out. You're staring up at an 8-run deficit like this. You got to chip away, and they start with innings like this. Now batting the shortstop, Colburn Forney. Nah, he was definitely out. I'm not going to hold you. 100% out. Double play right there. And the umpires, after conferring, will uphold the call. Forney had the lone hit before the 1-out double, and now he's got himself a multi-hit game. This went into left field. Gomez rounding third, coming home. The throw cut off. Harris didn't get much on that one in left, so the Pilots get on the board. An RBI single from Colburn Forney, 8-1. DeRosa takes a strike. Runners take off. The throw goes down to second. Barely in safely at second base was Forney. The one that started that all was D'Ottavio, who made it to third easily. Got a great jump off of Newman. So 2 men in scoring position with 2 down in the inning. 1-1 count on DeRosa. DeRosa slices one fair down the left field line. It'll go all the way to the wall. 2 runs scored. DeRosa into second with a stand-up 2-run double. 8-3. Pilots within 5, 8-3 the score. All of the runs in this game have been scored in this inning. 8 in the top of the frame, 3 here in the bottom. Pilots have scored 2 with 2 outs. Bolin stares at a strike. He's behind 0-2. Newman tried to get him to chase at the slider off the edge. Bolin spat on it. A ball and 2 strikes. Stares at strike 3. Newman retires the side, but not before the Pilots put up 3 on some great situational hitting and a hard hit. Michael DeRosa double down the left field line. Pilots trailing by 5, 8-3 after 3. Ironbacks lead. Sersta opened the scoring for the Ironbacks when he singled to right field to score Ronan Glassford in the top of the third inning when they scored all 8 of their runs. Larry Rodriguez back out there for his 4th inning of work. That's a tough inning to come back from, giving up 8. I mean, that's the definition of a crooked number, putting up an 8 spot. Rodriguez has changed up the attire. He's now sporting an arm sleeve on his throwing arm. 2 balls and a strike on Sersta. He taps this one softly down the first base line off of his front foot. So foul ball. Rodriguez would have liked that to have not been off his front foot and really just been that easy of an out. Nonetheless, it's a 2-2 count on the leadoff batter here in the 4th. To start off the 3rd, Rodriguez hit the first 2 batters, and that's where everything got worse, and he blows the fastball right by Sersta, 1 away. There's a strike on the first pitch from Rodriguez, dropped in the breaking ball. That was so successful for him in the first couple of innings. It was getting strike 1. And he goes right back to that breaking ball. Way out in front of it was Mijares. Fouled it back to the screen. 0-2. Try to get him to climb the ladder with the heat. Swing and a miss. Looping breaking ball, and he swings right through it. Back-to-back punchies for Rodriguez, 2 away. There's Carter Shin. Stares at strike 1. Shin 1 for 2 on the day. Swings at that one, swats it into the gap in right center. And Gomez will play it. Throws it wide. Wright grabs it there, backing up at 3rd. Holding to a single was Shin. It's a 2-out base runner for the Ironbacks, and that brings up Josh Bushin. Bushin doubled in his last at bat to left field, scored 2. That was Mijares and Sersta coming around to score. Two and 0 on Bushin. taking all the way on 3-0 doesn't get the benefit of the call. A 4-pitch walk. And now back-to-back base runners on after retiring the first 2. Gallo swats one foul. Line to right field. It dunks in for a base hit. Gomez, his throw goes to third, and it's on the money. Did the run score at home? I believe it scored before the out was made at third. But Gomez showing off the cannon to throw out what was the lead runner after that run had scored and end the threat. But the Ironbacks scratch one across. And it is 9-3, Niagara. Babkowski stares at a breaking ball for strike one. Newman right back at it. Babkowski gets plunked. Might have hit him up on the elbow guard. That's why you wear them. Leadoff man aboard for the Pilots. Here's Jaden Pena. Jaden Pena takes low and away for ball 1. Pena 0 for 1 today. It's his second at bat. Couldn't pull the trigger. Stares at that same pitch. 2-2. Newman's payoff pitch. Grounded foul. Some action brewing out in the Pilots bullpen. Payoff pitch again. Wave and a miss. Pena down on strikes. Here's Connor Wright, 0 for 1 today. Grounds it to short. On the backhand, fires to second, able to get one. Nice play by Martin to get the lead runner. Wright will reach first on the fielder's choice. Davenport checks his swing. Pitch call to strike. Newman's 2-1 pitch. Missed inside. 3-1 on Davenport. And that one hit him. 2 hit batters in the inning. Two men on, 2 outs. Angel Gomez looking to turn the lineup over. Head coach Richard Griffin coming out for the Ironbacks to have a talk, and he will make a call to the bullpen. Owen Newman going to come out of this game. He's responsible for the 2 runners on base, first and second. Gomez stepping up. We'll be right back here from Colburn Park. So here's the ever dangerous Angel Gomez, who hit one high and deep into the left center field gap in his last at bat to score 2. He's got 2 men on, 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th, as Fitzpatrick, who just came into the game immediately before even dealing a pitch, has an error. And the runners both advance to scoring position.
Is that a ball? No pitch? There was no pitch. Okay, thank you.
Fitzpatrick looks like they're going to try him out with the starter, so Newman will have been his starter. Again, both runners on base responsible to him, as Gomez stares at ball 1. Takes a close pitch. Fitzpatrick, a 7.50 ERA in 7 appearances, 6 starts this season. 24 innings pitched. He's allowed 31 hits, 20 earned runs, 18 walks to 27 strikeouts. Line to right field, and it will hang up for Gallo out there to end the threat. Gomez put good wood on it, just right at an Ironback to end the inning. Red Pilots strand 2. They trail 9-3 after 4. Cutler will lead things off against Rodriguez. Drops in a breaking ball for strike 1. Rodriguez at 72 pitches. Make that 73 as he moves ahead 0-2 on Cutler. Trying to put him away with a fastball. Cutler saw it well. 1-2. Just got a piece of it to stay alive. Still 1-2. Hard hit. Deep to center. Sosa going back, and he'll dive, but he can't make the play. Ball goes all the way to the wall, gunning for third, and in there safely with a stand-up triple. What a way to start things off here in the fifth. Ball just kept carrying off the bat of Cutler. This one slapped to left field. Davenport just hit too deep. Cutler scores easily on the sac fly, making it 10-3. Ironbacks up by 7. Martin stares at strike one. Bases empty. And Rodriguez had started his motion, but abruptly stopped. Umpires said, no harm, no foul. Typically, that would be a ball for the batter. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on the changeup. 2 away in the inning. Nasty pitch from Rodriguez. Rodriguez right back at it. He has not gotten that call all night. Just missing below home plate umpire zone. Rodriguez gets him to tap one softly to first. Glassford retired along with the side. But the Ironbacks tack one on and make it 10-3. After 4.5, Ironbacks leading by 7. Sosa steps into the box against Fitzpatrick. Lefty on righty. Action here at Colburn Park in the bottom of the 5th. Pilots trail by 7. Lined up the middle and through for a base hit. Jumped all over the fastball past the outstretched reach of Martin at shortstop. Leadoff man aboard for the Pilots. And here's Matthew D'Ottavio. D'Ottavio climbs the ladder, nicks the fastball, fouls it back to the screen. Ball and a strike on the Pilots' second baseman. Fitzpatrick, backdoor slider, clips the outside corner. 1-2. Fitzpatrick looking for the put-away pitch. Lefty slide step. Just missed off the outside corner. Cutler back there didn't do him any favors. 2-2 on D'Ottavio. Sosa off of first. Nobody out. Sosa takes off. Check swing. They'll say he went around. Home plate umpire made the call. Now batting, the shortstop, Colden Forney. As soon as they're starting to walk up, you can play that. I'll talk right over it. I mean, you have 2 umpires for a reason. Like, unless it's egregious, you got to check your field umpire. I think he probably would have punched him out anyway, but that's what he's there for. I mean, that's why there's a 2-man crew. And in the majors, there's 3 guys. And you still see goofy stuff like that happen with the home plate umpire making the call. It doesn't need to happen. I mean, it's part of a team. You're here to get the game ruled correctly, as close to the rule book calls it to be as possible. You're not supposed to have any influence. It's got nothing to do with if you have the better judgment. No, if you get the aim is to get the call right, and I think the home plate umpire's ego got in the way on that one. Check swing again. Home plate umpire makes the call. Looked kind of similar to the previous call. One pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-2. One-two pitch coming. Fought off to right field. Gallo. Can of corn for him. Second out. DeRosa swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. DeRosa doubled in his previous at-bat. Double down the left field line to score 2. Make it 8-3 at the time. Snap throw to second. Just back in safely was Sosa. Pitch called a ball. Two homers on the day, baby. Let's go. Yeah, 6-5. Yeah, 6-5 Yankees. What's the score over in Geneva, Cody? 5-2 in Auburn. Geneva versus Auburn. At Auburn. And time granted to the batter DeRosa. Fitzpatrick visibly upset. It was a very late time call. Let's see if Fitzpatrick can shake that one off and go right at DeRosa. Drops in a breaking ball, does not get the call. 3-1. Sosa takes off for third. The throw hits him on the hand. Pitch was a ball. DeRosa works a walk. Men on the corners with 2 outs. Aiden Bolin steps in 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Fitzpatrick drops in a slider. 1-2. Goes right back to it, but much higher than the previous one. Sosa favoring that back where he was plunked from Cutler on the throw. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Bolin down swinging to end the inning. Fitzpatrick strands 2 and throws up a 0 here in the 5th. It's 10-3. Ironbacks lead after 5. Rodriguez back out there for yet another inning of work. Rodriguez at 84 pitches. Hard hit, deep left center field. Davenport coming on, and he'll cut off Sosa in center as they converge, and he makes the play for the first out. Sersta. High fly ball. Left field. Davenport. Breaking ball out in front on it. Davenport has recorded all 3 outs in the inning. Orlovitz subbed in at third base. Didn't get much action there other than sitting there and looking pretty. So Rodriguez in the top of the 6th throws a 0, retires the side in order. Pilots still hanging on. Bats coming up in the bottom of the frame. Babkowski, leading off the bottom of the 6th for the Newark Pilots, takes a strike. Wrapped foul. Head coach John Brown gave it a look. Poor effort over there. Fitzpatrick's 1-2 pitch. Even at 2-2. Babkowski has worked the count full. And he worked the walk. Leadoff man aboard for the Pilots. And Grant Ingram going to pinch hit for Pena out of the 7-hole, the extra hitter.
Thank you.
Ingram, first pitch he sees is a fastball in there for a strike. Pinch hitting for Pena. Ingram in a 1-2 hole. Oh, beautiful pitch from Fitzpatrick. He would have had Ingram dead to rights. Just a bit high. The 2-2. Ingram gets a piece of it to stay alive. The pitch. Now missed inside. Another full count, back-to-back full counts worked by the Pilots. Ingram seeing a lot of pitches in his first plate appearance of the contest. The payoff. Ingram battling. Got to start tacking on runs here if you're the Pilots. And that's a great at-bat there by Ingram. Ball squeaked all the way to the backstop. Just one base on the walk from Ingram. Bear with me here, folks. Terribly sorry for the unprofessionalism. I got to charge my MacBook. I have to plug it in, and it's going to disconnect the camera, so bear with us here. Should do it right there. Orlovitz squares around to bunt, tapped foul. Evens the count at 2-2. Fitzpatrick struggling to find that put away pitch. And another full count. All three batters in this inning have worked full counts. Payoff. Fouled back. Long stare in for the lefty. Kicks and deals. Another foul ball. Some at bats these Pilots are putting up here in the bottom of the sixth. Fouled back to the screen. The payoff pitch once more. Went with the backdoor breaking ball and missed high to load the bases. First three batters aboard here in the bottom of the sixth for the Pilots. They're threatening with the bases loaded and nobody out. And that brings up Aiden Davenport. Cutler and Fitzpatrick had to have their chat broken up by the home plate umpire. Babkowski off third, Ingram off of second, Orlovitz off of first. Davenport kind of stuck the knee out there, tried to take a hit by pitch. Anything to scratch runs across at this point in the game. Trailing by 7, 3 aboard, nobody out. I'd like to at least put up a few in this inning. You got 12 outs to work with. Tapped foul. Takes a strike. Fitzpatrick evens it at 2-2. Looking for a ground ball. Pitch to Davenport. Fought off. Aiden stays alive. Dribbled to first baseman. And the force play at home, he is safe. Cutler could not dig it out. Not a great throw from Glassford at first. Looked pretty routine, and Babkowski wasn't really busting it down the line either. 10-4. Passing the baton are the Pilots. E3, the official score for those of you scoring the game at home. Hard hit, third hard hit ball of the day, deep right field, going, and it's foul. Oh, man. What a break for Fitzpatrick. Now he's ahead 0-2. Gomez, the brisk walk back to the righty batter's box. He is smoking baseballs left and right here. Literally. Double to left center field. That one, maybe a ball's width foul down the right field line. Would have one hopped up against the wall. And potentially cleared the bases. Instead, he's in an 0-2 hole. Fitzpatrick deals. Popped up in the infield. Infield fly is called. Catch made by Martin. One away. Fitzpatrick catches a huge break. Nicholas Nelson pinch hitting for top of the lineup bat, Jeremy Sosa. Nelson, a .333 hitter in 15 games, .361 slug, .457 on base. And he is plunked, no? Oh, I thought he was hit. 2-0 on Nelson, who can come through in a big way for the Pilots here. And he takes the backdoor breaking ball for strike one. 10-4, Ironbacks lead by 6 in the bottom of the 6th. Nelson laid on it, 2-2. Nelson currently playing on the baseball team at St. John Fisher University in Rochester. The 2-2 pitch. What a take by Nelson. Just missed below the zone, and the count is full. How many full counts have we seen in this inning? Fitzpatrick has to be gassed. Swing and a miss. Finally gets the put-away pitch. That one for the second out. Nelson down on strikes. DeOttavio takes a strike. Fitzpatrick's 1-2 pitch. Swung on and driven in the air to right field and deep. Slicing. Foul. Pilots just cannot straighten it out down that right field line today for whatever reason. D'Ottavio looking for his first hit. 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. 1-2. 2-2. D'Ottavio in the gap left center. Too much height. Hubble puts it away easily. And from bases loaded and nobody out to stranding 3 base runners. They scratch 1 across to cut the deficit to 6, but they're running out of outs here at Colburn Park. The score after 6, Niagara 10, Newark 4. Geneva currently leading in Auburn 7-2. David Dominic into the game for the Pilots. Rodriguez Day is over. Dominic in 8.31 ERA and 8 2/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 10 hits, 10 runs, 8 of them earned. He's walked 9 and struck out 2. Batters are averaging 294 off of him. Shin taps one softly to third. Orlovitz plays it on the long hop. Dug out at first by DeRosa. They say he was safe?
Yes.
I don't know about that one. So leadoff man aboard. Infield single is what it'll be ruled for Carter Shin. Yankees versus Pirates in the Bronx. Currently 8-5 in the top of the 5th inning. Ryan Weathers at 97 pitches. Braxton Ashcraft on the other side for the Pirates. Dominic drops in a slow curveball for strike 2. First curveball of the appearance. Trying to go back to it. And this one hit him. Just tried to aim it a little bit too much. Here's Jordan Gallo. 2 men on. Nobody out. Top 7. 6-run lead for the Ironbacks. Popped up. But it'll make the seats. Gallo 1 for 3 with the game high 3 runs batted in. 2 for 3, excuse me. And a run scored. Gallo lifts one in the air to left center field. Davenport coming on. He'll cut it off and make the play for the first out. Runners stay put.
We're doing good. No outs still.
Cutler having a nice day at the dish as well. 2 for 2 today with a walk. He's reached base safely in all 3 plate appearances. And he's come around to score twice. Dominic falls behind 3-1. And there's a strike to Cutler. Count full. Cutler pops it up and out of play. Payoff pitch once more. Line into left field, and it'll dunk in for a base hit. Runner held at third. Bases are loaded. And here comes Anderson Haas.
One more run. It's 11-2. One more run. One more run.
Generous strike call there on the outside edge. 1-1 on Haas. Hard hit, deep center. This will get a run in. Catch made by, who's now in center, number 9? Nelson. Sack fly for the Ironbacks. 11-4 the score. Dominic, an awkward move to first. Two 0 to Martin. Popped up, shallow center field. Therefore, it is Nelson to end the threat. Ironbacks strand 2, but score 1. Increase their lead to 7. The score, 11-4, Ironbacks. New pitcher in for the Ironbacks. And he comes in and deals a first pitch strike. Jordan Svendilis. If anybody in the chat has any gripe with the way I'm pronouncing that, please drop in some constructive criticism. I will do my best to pronounce it right. Spelled Sfyndilis. Svendilis. 1-1 count on the leadoff batter, Colin Forney, now 1-2. Svendilis, 1-2 pitch. Cut on and missed. Nasty 12-6 breaking ball. Sat down the first batter he sees.
Who's batting next? They said it's somebody else in the car. Pitcher, see that? Oh, Patrick's coming in on one.
DeRosa nearly hit on the front knee. DeRosa squares around. Pitch called a strike. Svendilis, 3-1 pitch. DeRosa works a one-out walk. So here's Luke Brissell pinch hitting for Aiden Bolin at designated hitter out of the 5 spot. Brissell, a .282 hitter, 14 games, 11 starts, 11 for 39, hits at bats, 359 slug, 396 on base percentage. Good for a mid-700s OPS. Takes 1-1, stares at a strike right down the middle. Brissell fights it off to stay alive. DeRosa hesitated and made the Ironbacks fielders think that he was going to take off. Everyone yelled runner, and the pitcher, Svindilis, kind of twitched, but he was already in his motion, so you can't balk once you're already in your windup. 3 balls and 2 strikes on the pinch hitter, Brissell. The pitch, Brissell out in front. Cue shot, foul down the right field line. Thank you in the chat for that feedback. 3-2 once more. Fouled back to the screen. Brissell putting up a battle. And again, runner takes off. Brissell fouls it back. Tenth pitch of the at-bat coming from Svindilis to Brissell. Here's the pitch. Hit hard. Line drive in the gap. This could be trouble, but it's cut off out there in center by Chase Hubble to take away extra bases from Brissell. Put up an excellent at-bat. DeRosa heads back to first, 2 away in the inning. Oh, just nasty stuff there from Svindilis. Buzzed Babkowski up and in with the heater that was kind of uncompetitive, not really close to a strike, and then he drops in a slider and then expands the zone on the very next pitch to move ahead 1-2. Backward sequencing, wonderful job there. Svindilis looking to strand the runner on first. 1-2 pitch. Lined into right center field. It'll get down for a base hit. DeRosa into third, standing up. The ball squeaks away. And trying to advance to second is Babkowski, and he is tagged out. Low risk, low reward there for Babkowski. Not a smart base running decision. Ends the threat for the Pilots here in the 7th. They're held scoreless once again and trail by 7 after 7. Dominic back out there for another inning of work. Getting his first look at Ronan Glassford. Glassford 1 for 2 today with a run scored. And a 2-0 count here. Takes a big cut out in front of the breaking ball, 2-1. Gives a smirk into his dugout. Looking to start the scoring here in the 8th. Big looping breaking ball. Glassford didn't see it well. Way behind on it. Dominic's 2-2. Went to the well once more. Missed by a wide margin up above the zone, and the count is full. Payoff pitch. Swung on and popped up. Kowski gives it a look, but it'll make the seats. Swung on and missed. Chucked his bat, and it hit the umpire. Glassford, not happy, gets a disapproving stare from the umpire. Line back up the middle. 2 wents from where it came. 1 out single. Hubble aboard. And here's Mateo Sersta. Sersta looking to add to his 1 for 3 with a run batted in day. One pitch, cracked. Foul, hooked just a little too much. Off on the pitch was Hubble. Dominic's 2-2. Popped up. Dominic points at it right out in front of the mound. First baseman DeRosa catches it in foul ground. 2 away. Wave and a miss way out in front. Expecting a fastball on 2-0. Instead, got the slow stuff. 2-1 on Mijares. Swing and a miss. Now laid on the heater. 2-2. Dominic looking to throw up a 0 here in the top of the 8th. Oh, just missed. Strike 3. Mijares down looking. Dominic throws a scoreless top of the 8th. And he's given his offense a chance. They trail by 7. Just 6 outs to work with for the Pilots offense as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Grant Ingram steps into the box for his second plate appearance. Worked a long walk. And this one hit high and deep to left field. Way foul, though. I mean, he clobbered that baseball. Three balls and a strike to the leadoff hitter, Ingram. Hard hit, just foul. Two hard hit balls in this at bat. Payoff pitch coming. Ingram works another long at bat. He's aboard as the leadoff man. And here comes Orlovitz. Orlovitz swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. Again, a similar kind of foul ball. This one hit off one of the poles from the back net and went directly into the catcher's mitt of Kieran Cutler. Didn't even have to move. He just turned around. The ball was handed right back to him. So 0-2 to the batter, Orlovitz. Svendilis kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Orlovitz down on strikes. One away. Davenport slices one foul. Davenport 0 for 2 today with a hit by pitch. Tapper to second. And on to first. Shin flips to first for the second out. Runner advances up to second on the fielder's choice. Gomez has hit baseballs hard in each of his 3 at-bats so far. Buckled on the breaking ball by Svendilis. Not too often at this level you see a batter get fooled quite that bad, but Gomez was. Ingram off of second base, 2 outs in the inning. Gomez shakes his head, takes inside, 1-1. Punches that breaking ball into center field. Hubble read it right off the bat to end the threat. Pilots strand another base runner and trail by 7. We'll head to the 9th inning. Score Niagara 11, Pilots 4. Top of the lineup coming up again for the Ironbacks. Carter Shin leads off the top of the 9th inning. David Dominic back out there for his 3rd inning of work. Approaching the 3-hour mark of this game. And what's really wild to me as Shin pops out. Bear with me. What has really stood out to me is that there's been 15 runs scored between these two teams in this game, and 11 of them came in the 3rd inning. Just 4 runs outside of the 3rd inning have been scored in this game. Hard hit. Grounder gobbled up over there at second base by D'Ottavio. 2 away. Gallo takes a strike. One pitch swung on and driven deep to right field. Gomez is there for the final out. Ironbacks go down quietly in 1-2-3 fashion in the top of the 9th. Pilots down to their final 3 outs, trailing by 7. Here's Nicholas Nelson. Struck out with the bases loaded in his last at bat.
That guy doesn't know why he keeps doing this.
And Caleb Locatelli into the game. Fires a first pitch strike to the Pilots center fielder. Grounded to short. Easy play for Martin. 2 pitches, 1 out. One, two, three in the order due up this inning for the Pilots. D'Ottavio, the 2-hole hitter, playing second base today. Takes a first pitch strike. Breaking ball from Locatelli. Locatelli has 10 appearances on the year. 11.45 ERA in 11 innings pitched. Looking good here in this bottom of the 9th. Ahead 0-2 on D'Ottavio. Pitch. Hard hit to the backhand at short and off the glove of Martin into left center field. A 1-out single, hard hit for D'Ottavio, passing the baton to Colden Forney.
Annoying. No. It's annoying.
Locatelli's 2-0. Grounded, foul. Geneva victorious just now at Auburn, 10-7, improving to 14-18 after a 1-10 start. 13-8 over their last 21 games. Pilots having a down year, usually a pretty competitive group of guys. Forney battling against Locatelli, a man on first, 1 out. The pitch popped up, could be in play for the catcher Cutler, and he makes the play. Nice catch back there. Always a difficult play to make as a catcher. And the second out is recorded. That brings up Michael DeRosa. Runner takes off. DeRosa slicing one. Could be trouble. It'll dunk in for a base hit. And the ball nearly got by the left fielder, Mijares. D'Ottavio picked it up. And took the extra base to get to third. Men on the corners. Pilots have life. Here's Luke Brissell. Brissell came into the game for Aiden Bolin a couple innings ago. 0 for 1 today. This is his second at bat. Runner takes off. Swinging on the pitch was Brissell and fouled it out of play to fall behind 0-2. And the Pilots are down to their final strike. Locatelli kicks and deals upstairs. Defensive indifference for the Ironbacks as DeRosa scoots to second. 1-2. Popped up out in front on the breaking ball. Shallow center. Hubble comes in and puts it away to end the inning and end the game. Niagara scored 8 and never looked back in the third inning. And their pitching staff did a nice job holding the Pilots to just 4 runs and 1 run in any inning that was not the third inning. I've been Jacob Rodriguez on the play-by-play and public address. Cody Kuhn on the scoreboard and Mitchell on stats and music. Thank everybody for tuning into the broadcast tonight. I've been Jacob Rodriguez. Take care, everybody.